Someone give me a let's roll it.
Let's roll it.
Let's roll it.
We believe in the rights of the people to know what is going on, and the rights of the press not to be suppressed. When you see abusive organisations suffer the consequences as a result of their abuse, and you see victims elevated, yes, that's a very pleasurable activity to be involved in. Secrecy is used when the broader public would oppose a plan or an action, and so the more open governments are in general, the more their plans and actions have to fit with what the population demands, because if they don't fit, they will be opposed, and when they're opposed they are harder to implement, and if they're harder to implement they will not be implemented.
Because the goal is not to completely subjugate Afghanistan. The goal is to use Afghanistan to wash money out of the tax bases of the United States, out of the tax bases of European countries, through Afghanistan and back into the hands of a transnational security elite. That is the goal, i.e. the goal is to have an endless war, not a successful war.
There have been calls, yes, for my assassination and the assassination of my staff, and for the illegal kidnapping of my staff, and threats against my children. Those are not threats simply coming from enraged former members of the military in Texas. These are threats at the highest level of Congress.
Because we have to prevent it becoming normal for there to be a constant war. Very soon, within the next few years, it will become the normal for there to be a constant war in the West. People will reach maturity and adulthood under the understanding that there is always a war. And at that point, war will not be something that is unusual or surprising or horrifying. War will become the new normal.
It's when you're in this business, people will try and take any point they can to malign you and stop the power of your publication.
Julian Assange was arrested at the Ecuadorian assembly in the embassy in London, and this dude did not go quietly. But it was so satisfying to see an internet troll get dragged out into the sunlight. Like, you can be Lord of Darkness on the internet, but when 7 cops have you pinned to the sidewalk, you can't be like, I summon the power of emails.
Because authority needs to give prominent examples of what happens to people who are alleged to have disobeyed authority in order to keep authority.